Here at Morris Leslie, they're winding up for their next classic auction on the 21st of February at 11 AM here at Errol Airfield. And last time I was here, it was positively summery, but today, things are quite different. But even still, there are some really good highlights. So let's take a look around and see what they've got in store for us. Let's start just over here. We've got this lovely Mark I Escort 4-door. It's from 1973, and the paint on this is really lovely. I'd almost call it, if I was to call it a Porsche colour, I'd call it macadamia, but there's a lovely little sparkle to it. This thing has approximately 43,800 miles on the clock. It's estimated at 7,500 to 8,250 pounds, and it's a South African import, so dry country. Came into this country just 2 years ago now, in 2024, and I think someone is going to snap this up and be very, very happy about it. If you want something else 4 doors, maybe a little bit more spacious and a little bit more German, this lovely 190E is up for sale. It's had 9 previous owners, but the current keeper has held it for 13 years. It's currently sitting at about 134,000 miles, and it's pretty much full Berlin taxi spec in this lovely beige with matching beige cloth interior. But it's comfy, it works, it's the baby Merc, and it's going to be a good one. But moving over here, we've got a lovely Austin Metro City. This car's got 140,000 miles on it. All the cars thus far have not been warranted as far as mileage goes, but there is one, but that's a little bit later. But this car, lovely little blue thing, tight, tiny. We've got half cloth, half vinyl interior, and someone's going to walk away very pleased with this. But just over here, we've got a Wolseley 1500, 69,336 miles on this. 7 former keepers, estimated at 3,500 to 4,250 pounds. Lovely starter classic, really easy to maintain, really easy to run, economical for a classic too, and yeah, cheap to buy straight out the gate. But coming over here, it's a lovely Peugeot 309 GL, so probably your line manager would have had this back in period. It's got one owner, just one, 56,916 miles. Again, not warranted, but single owner, so you can be pretty sure it's going to be there or thereabouts. Estimated at 2,300 to 3,250 pounds. And I'd say that's, as far as condition goes, this one is absolutely excellent. Sure, the lacquer is a little bit faded, but as far as originality goes, we've got all 4 hubcaps still intact. I mean, beautiful interior. What more could you possibly ask for? But over here is something really, truly out there, I think. We're going to do a full video on this car, so make sure you come back a little bit later if you want the full nitty-gritty on this. But this is a Mark II Golf GL, sure. But under the bonnet is where a little secret lies. We've got a 3.2 litre VR6 out of an Audi TT, mated to a Corrado 2.95 speed gearbox. It was built by William Skelton of Dubnuts, one of Scotland's premier engine swap and dub enthusiasts of the period. And this particular car was featured in one PVW magazine as well. So the full feature's out there somewhere from the 2019 issue if you want to get really up and close with all of the details. But this thing is truly incredible. It's been completely stripped back, and it's, again, about 255 horsepower. It'll blow your nuts off if you want it to. But yeah, check back later for a full video on that. But this one's one to keep your eye on. Estimated at 12,500 to 13,750 on that car, but I think for good reason, to be fair. And coming over here, we've got a lovely Ford Granada. This is a Mark II car, very, very late in the production run actually. This is a 1985 car, and if you know your Granadas, you know the Mark II production ended in 1985. This one's got 76,000 miles on it, again, not warranted, 8 former keepers, and yeah, definitely going to be an attractive one because it looks pretty well kept. I mean, these things like to rot for a pastime, so anyone that is here, complete as this one is one to keep your eye on. But coming over this one, the mileage is definitely warranted. This is a 1989 Vauxhall Nova L, so, you know, pretty base spec as they go, but 21,500 miles. And you think, you know, a car from the 80s, are you sure? I mean, what really struck me about this is, look, if I give it a little wobble, 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 let go, it's stopped. The shot, that's a new car. That's absolutely insane, and it looks it. It's in Mexico red, the interior is a gorgeous beige cloth sort of thing going on, but everything is near as damn it new. The only issue I could find with this car, and it's bloody minor, is that it's got a little tape storage deck in there. They don't all pop out, and one of them is missing a button. Beyond that, I think this thing is absolutely mint. Definitely one to keep your eye on. And it is guided at 4,000 to 4,750 pounds. If you thought the Metro was one for persevering exceptional, I'd say this is one absolutely. Though the fact it's so low mileage could make it a little bit exceptional. So, you know, take it or leave it. But coming over, if you want something a little bit more rough and ready, let's say, we've got this lovely MGB GT, still not a rubber bumper one, it's got the chrome bumper on it. And yeah, it's not perfect. Again, the paint could use a little bit of work, and as all these things do, there's little touches of rust here and there. But it's an MG and it's an MGB. It's bought to be run into the ground, and I saw one of these the other day in white going around London with chunks of rust along the side, but the guy didn't care, and I thought that was a brilliant thing. This one is guided at 2,750 to 3,500 pounds. It's had new brakes, new brake pipes. It's got 5 new tyres with it, 6 former keepers, 41,000 miles, not warranted. But again, there's plenty to work with here. But moving over, if you want something a little bit tighter perhaps, but with 2 actual extra usable seats in it, we've got this lovely Riley Elf. This is a 1969 car, 37,575 miles on it, not warranted, because again, 5-digit mileometer, so it may have gone over. It probably has gone over. But this one is guided at 3,750 to 4,500 pounds. You've got these lovely little eyelids on the front, and yeah, some people would call it a thinking man's Mini. I think it's definitely one to keep your eye on. Again, not perfect, but lovely and cheap too. But if you want something that looks like it's been very, very well looked after, arguably fastidiously so, you've got this lovely Beetle. This is an 1190. It's a JDM import, hence the fastidious part. This has only got 1 former keeper on it. Again, 48,800 miles, not warranted. But again, judging by the state of it, I'd say it probably is true. No reserve on this either, which I think is kind of insane. Judging by the state of it, we've got the provenance of it being a Japanese import. It's only got 1 owner on it. This is definitely going to sell, so keep an eye on it. You might get a bargain, but it's going to be a popular one, so we'll have to see. But moving over, again, another rough and ready car. This is another MGB GT. This one is a 1975 example. She's been around the block a bit. It's got 22 former keepers, but it's 56,798 not warranted miles, very much rough and ready, guided at 2,500 to 3,250 pounds. We've got a lot of MGs in the sale to look at today, but this one is probably a little bit more of a project, but still, slick top, no Webasto, so that's one less thing to go wrong. But if you like the wind in your hair, even more so than with the Webasto, you've got this lovely Roadster example, and it's red. Yes, that's red, not pink. It's not faded at all. And the paint is actually really good on this. I'm looking at my reflection in it now, and I can actually make out the features, which is nice. And very, very little swirl marks or anything like that. Again, interior, also lovely on the inside. The little interior center light works, which is not true of all of them. And overall, it's just a very nice car, to be honest. 134,000 miles, not warranted, but that sounds pretty honest to me. Estimated at 1,500 to 2,250 pounds. And the last owner had it for 13 years. But there are 9 keepers on the book in general. Comes with 2 keys. It's got a fresh MOT. What more could you possibly ask for? I'd say this is a pretty confident buy, if you ask me. But that's all for this room. And we're only just getting started, because there's another room just across the hall, so let's have a look and see what's in there, shall we? So this is on the newer side of things, I know, definitely modern as far as classics go, but it's a 997.1 911. About as good as they come, right? We've got a really interesting spec here. We've got a really dark blue-grey. I'm not entirely sure what the exact paint code is, but it's over a nice cream leather interior. We've got extended leather, in fact, as well, with contrast stitching, if that's what you're into. C4S debossed into the central armrest. This is on about 87,000 miles at the moment, and it's got a reserve of 17,000 pounds. Lovely lobster claw wheels too, so yeah, it's in that 2007 period, so in the 06 to 08 sort of danger zone, people call it, but a lot of that is a bit overstated anyway, so have a look. It's got a sunroof too, if you like the wind in your hair. This is a lovely XK8, X150, this shape. So we've got lovely 5-litre V8. Again, loads and loads of leather inside, plush as you like. Great long-range GT, comfy, quick, beautiful. Callum design, alley body, perfect. Moving on though, just behind dear Andrew here, we have this. I'm going to be driving this a little bit later with any luck. We're going to do a special video on this too, like we did with the Golf. This is a Jensen Interceptor 3. Originally this was a tangerine car, but now it is, as you can see, quite blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die. And it's a lovely thing. We've got a vinyl roof on this one. It's Webasto as well, and it's got the optional louvres in the bonnet too, and that lovely wraparound glass rear window as we love. Got about 87,000 miles on this one, and it's guided from about 18,000 to 21,000 pounds. So about in the right range, if you ask me. But just behind it, we've got something that will definitely be a little bit cheaper, both to buy, but potentially about the same to keep on the road, to be fair, because this is not a standard car. This is a lovely Ford Focus ST3, and that means, dear viewer, that we have a lovely 2.5 inline 5 derived from a Volvo engine in the front, which means it sounds great, which means it's unbalanced, but who cares? And this one's got all sorts of bits and bobs on it. We've got a lovely little induction kit on here, and a very accurate decal. But this one has about 65,000 miles on the clock again. Oh, this one is warranted actually. And it's estimated from about £5,250 to £6,000. So definitely one to keep your eye on. And yeah, there's no shortage of modifications and changes. So if you're going to bid on it, I would recommend taking a closer look for yourself. But finally, in this little stretch, we have another MGB GT. This one has a Webasto one, unlike the ones we were featuring before. We've got some lovely mini lights. This one's been subjected to a full restoration somewhere between the years of 2000 and 2005. This one used to be blue and is now red, unlike the Interceptor that was orange and is now blue. So they've sort of swapped places, as it were. It's had an Eco-Tune head put on it from Peter Burgess, and it used to be a rubber bumper car, because this is a 77 car, and MG anoraks around you may know that these transferred over to rubber bumper with some suspension changes in the year 1974. So this one's been converted back, and as I'm sure you can see, it's been lowered a little bit too to bring it back to that spec as well. About 93,000 miles on this, 5 former keepers, and an estimate of 6,750 to 7,500 pounds. That's pretty much everything we've got in today so far. And I say so far because it's still quite early. The auction isn't for about a week and a half. And just in the last hour or so, that X150 XKR and the 911 behind it have shown up. So we've sort of had to do a little bit of last minute research. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, the auction is on Saturday, the 21st of this month, February, at 11 AM. Make sure you come down, have a look around, see what you like, because by the time you get here, there will definitely be more cars in stock. But in any case, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you at the next auction. Bye-bye.